Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Mentor Moteragene, and with me in today's meeting, which happens to be a business game presentation, are members of Circle 3 of the 8th of November 2017 batch, number 6, Group 3. Group 3. So the members of the cycle had met and they've deliberated on the best approach to tackle the business game task, which comprises of 7 questions. The task is aimed at sending people to a country where MMM had never been before, for them to establish MMM in that country and to ensure that MMM continues to exist in that country. So Patience is going to speak on behalf of Cycle 3 now. She's going to tell us how they came about their solution. So Patience, the floor is open to you. You can go on with your presentation. You can unmute your mic now and start your presentation. Please take notes. You have 20 minutes for the presentation.
Hello, good evening to everyone. My name is Patience. I'm from Batch 6, Circle 3, MMM Guided School. We are establishing MMM in Thailand. That is the task given to us. So I'll start by giving brief introduction of Thailand. Thailand, officially, the Kingdom of Thailand is a fast-growing economy with a population of over 68,000. First largest country. The country has a low average GDP per capita, and research has it that the government has limited resources available to companies that are owned by private industries. And local currency is Thai baht. 1 USD is equal to 33.31 Thai baht. In our task 1, we've been asked to enter into Thailand and then open a new MMM there, as in develop MMM over there. So with our solution, our main objectives of traveling down to Thailand includes the following: to introduce MMM to residents of Thailand, them on MMM ideology, to explain in details how MMM works, tell them about the golden rules and risks involved in MMM, and then also to make them understand the benefits of actively participating in MMM community. And then we have a schedule for 1 week. So on day 1, arriving on Thailand, we would first have an in-house meeting with group members to strategize on the task ahead. We will seize every opportunity we get with the locals to seek for information. And then on day 2, we would work with the web developer to create a web address for MMM Thailand, preferably. We would create awareness through physical interaction with the citizens, advert it on social media like Facebook, Twitter, etc. And then we advertise for recruitment of the indigenous who will work as entrepreneurs. On day 4, we planned on training the new recruits and then letting them know what MMM is all about, their role in getting MMM a base in Thailand. Mobilization and preparation for seminars follow, as well, like sharing of handbills, placing of posters. And day 5, we will hold our first seminar in different locations within the first city visited. Bangkok. Registration of new participants will take place. Day 6, we will have professional marketing using customized MMM t-shirts with a 50-man team shared into pairs in strategic locations to sell the idea to anyone they come across. Leaflets and souvenirs containing all the registration details as well as the ideology. Get along. And then this is our target audience. financial institution workers, entrepreneurs, students, unemployed citizens, internet marketers, bloggers, etc. In Bangkok, which is the most populated city in Thailand, having a population of 6 and other major cities in Thailand. Have a table of description over here, in the amounts that we are going to use, our hotel accommodation, transport, logistics, handbills, and everything, and then dollars. So participants at the end of week 1, the ratio is 1:500 participants. That is, we are targeting 500 participants. So assuming a minimum of $50, we have a total deposit of 50 by 500, and that will give us 25,000. So first week expenditures, some allocated budget is 50,000, and then the total expenditures will be 13,000, as I stated earlier. So we will have 37,000 US dollars. Now the tax too, a week has passed, and then as for men, the average contribution of a participant to the structure is around 300 Ghana cedis, sorry, $300 under the regulation of Global. We are to provide at least 30% growth in terms of participant payments, starting with the first contribution. Our task is to calculate how many new members and contribution we have to ensure in the next 3 weeks to be able to make payments to the older participants. This is our solution. Here, the minimum contribution is 300 US dollars by a participant. The aim is to know how many new participants are to be registered into the community to cater for the 30% growth rate of the old participant donation. Assuming 500 old participants register, assuming 500 old participants registered first week and each donated a minimum of 300, amount donated by all participants, that is 300 US dollars by 500 will be 150,000. Registration bonuses at 20 US dollars for 300 US dollars is going to be $20 by 500, which is 10,000. 30% growth rate on 300 donation will be $90 by 500, which is 45,000. Now, total payout after 30 days is going to be 410 US dollars by 500, which will be 205,000 US dollars. To be able to achieve this, we need additional funds calculated as 105,000 minus 150,000. So to be able to pay the older participants at 30% Marvel growth rate with 20 US dollars registration bonus, we need extra 55,000. How to get that? We need contribution from new registrations. 55,000 divided by 300. So we need like 183 participants. Thus, we need approximately 184 new participants with average contribution of $300 to be able to pay the older participants. So 300 by 84 will be 55,200 US dollars. Resources needed to get new participants. We need to train more people among the participants to become guides, so they help spread the ideology of and its benefits. Now, offline presentation in places we have not intensify the use of media adverts. Also, if you want to maintain our projections of expected registration for the first 500 for 3 weeks, we have 3 by 500, which is 1,500 participants in a month at a minimum donation of 300 US dollars. We have 15 by dollars, which is 450, which will be more than enough to pay the old participants. Balance brought forward from first week is 38,558. That is expenses, everything involved with is $10,921. So balance is 27,637. Now tax three, a month has passed, you are 100 for another month on the basis of the result of the previous calculations, taking into account the dynamics and growth, the number of new participants and contributions for the next 4 weeks. Our solution for the tax three. Total participants in the system after 4 weeks, that is old participants plus the referred participants, we have 2,000 plus 2,000, which is 4,000 participants registered at the end of 4 weeks. Therefore, 4,000 by 300 US dollars is 1,200,000 US dollars. The amount the participants will donate for the next 4 weeks will be 1,200,000 US dollars. Note, we will also continue to meet the target registration per week, 500 to generate more contribution after the payment of the first 20,000 participants, which is 820,000. We have a balance of 380,000. Also, within the weeks, intensive training of participants will become managers will help in spreading the goodwill of MMM and its ideology in Thailand. Series of offline presentation will be organized as well. Also, the first beneficiaries would be encouraged to budget summary. Allocation was 27,637. Expenses, symposium and promotion was 5,200. Now we have 22,437 balance. Task 4. After 2 months, you have the number of participants and deposit that you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the month. A week after the start of the month, there is local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week respectively. In this period, the activity registration falls by 75%. Make a plan of actions for a month and how you will use them. Okay, here the aim is to figure out how to make up for a fall of 75,000 drop in MMM registration occasioned by a local holiday. Weekly registration maintained at 500 participants. Thailand celebration is 1 week and 75% drop in registration is 0.75 by 500, which is 375. This implies a drop from 500 to 125 participants. Thus, we need to make up for 375 loss. To achieve this, we need to increase the number of participants registration for the remaining 3 weeks by 365 over 3, which is 125 participants. Thus, for each of the remaining 3 weeks, we have 125 plus 500, which is equal to 625 participants in order to make up for the drop in registration. For that month, we will have week 1 plus week 2 plus week 3 plus week 4, which is 125 plus 625 plus 625 plus 625, which is equal to 2,000 participants respectively. Donation for the month at a minimum $300 per participant is 2,000 by 300, which is 600,000. Action plans to get the extra 125 registration. 1, we will train and empower more participants to become managers in the community to increase our input and output flow. Intensify media adverts, that is, we will use social media platforms such as Facebook, BBM channels, etc. 3, we can see this as an advantage where we seize the opportunity of the large crowd gathering for the celebration to create awareness about MMM by coming out en masse with braided free caps and distributing MMM souvenirs to enhance publicity. And the 4th one, we will organize additional seminars. Budget summary. Allocation 22,437. Expenses, that is seminars, media adverts, and the rest will cost 8,500. Now we have 13,937 as the balance. The tax 5, your plan didn't work. You do not have enough new registration and new deposit for the cost deposit. it's necessary to analyze the plan of action. Okay, the solution to our task 5. Objectives: we will analyze the plan of actions in the situation at hand to use resources available. We will determine the number of participants and contributions needed to resolve the situation. Our plan of registering 6 to 5 participants a week didn't work as planned. Instead, we were able to register 450 participants weekly. Thus, we need week 1, 2, 3, 4 to be 125 plus 450 times 3, which is equal to 1,475. Anticipated participants is 2,000. Thus, we have a shortfall of 2,000 minus 1,475, which is 525 participants. Solution of 1,475 participants received for the month at 300. Minimum donation is 440. 500. We need additional 525 participants with a minimum of 300 donation per participant to be able to fund donation. So that is 525 by 300 is equal to 1,500. Now the resources, you would train more guiders to work alongside, organize conference. We would embark on massive campaign and then ensure the intensify publicity. Task 6. During this month, delay in payment increased to 7 days. Referral activities almost reduced to 0. Old members do not attract anyone, and we have to make for another month. Okay, the solution is we will sensitize members under pause. Under pause mode, inform them the reason for this introduction of the post mode and how it can be overtuned. Increase our campaign and seminars, especially to areas that are not conversant with MMM. Methodology, that is action plan for the next 4 weeks. We will enlighten members on what the means and how it will affect them. We will assure them that they wouldn't lose in their initial deposit, but payment will be delayed for some specific period of time. We will continue with the media advert through filers, billboards. We will also continue seminar, and then we will of happiness. We will teach members the importance of regular pH and then GH. Now, task 7, our efforts have been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place. All the old marvels are removed. We start to work from beginning. Serious negative members and then unfavorable response. A plan of actions under specified conditions for a month. Now, the solution aim. We will reintroduction of MMM to residents, inform them on MMM ideology and how it works, encourage new participants to provide help more. To achieve this, we will the following will be carried out. 1, face the situation and talk to our members and let them understand restart of the system. We will try as much as possible to provide adequate answers to all queries from participants and explain the current situation of MMM. We will organize a meeting with all our members and encourage them to continue in the community. We will explain the situation to those that lost their money, reminding them about the warning notes given before joining. Show video of testimonials, history, and experiences other countries had a restart. Introduce mouth-watering and irresistible incentives for old and new members. Example, increase Marvel rate to 50% or referral bonus to 20%, and then keep being a good leader, even if it's shortcomings that led to the current situation by continuing to PH and GH timely and inviting new members into the system. And then we will emphasize the essence of being a help provider to the community. This task has indeed enlightened us on the basic concepts necessary when introducing and advancing MMM in a country. More so, how to sustain the 30% growth rate and referral bonuses for old members were understood. Expected future challenges were highlighted and how solutions can be preferred. MMM guiders need to understand that there is need for consistency in registering new members into the system and then encourage old members as well to provide help. MMM Together we change the world. Thank you very much, and this is the end of my presentation.
Okay, that was a good presentation. You can mute your mic now, Patience.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Now, in the course of your presentation, you missed out on some things. Now, the first is you didn't tell us how you got your participants, like the courses or the tasks that you took in the school. They are geared towards you promoting MMM and increasing the participants in the community. Now, you gave some figures. How did you come about those figures? Did you get people through Facebook? Excuse me. Did you get them through your social media platform advertisements? Did you organize seminars where these people were taught about MMM? Now, you should have provided us with that. Did you meet with some religious heads to know how they could help reach their members? Because these spiritual heads, they have a lot of influence on their followers. Okay, and the other part you missed, which is very, very important, is now the other task you performed in the school, the Facebook task, the YouTube task, the offline promotion task, all these are geared towards promoting MMM and increasing your structure. But the SWOT analysis is geared towards ensuring that MMM continues to exist. It's a check that is carried out on the community. If this SWOT analysis had been carried out after tax two, because in tax one, you only have a lot of PH activities, so there is no much interaction between participants. But from of interaction, definitely be people who want to play smart in court, upload fake POP and all that. So there will be some hitch in the system. So if you had carried out a SWOT analysis, the challenges you faced in tax 3 would have been reduced. Now, if you had carried a SWOT analysis after tax 3, you would have been able to make a forecast because you know that the holiday is a yearly thing. So you would have been able to plan towards it to say, okay, to do, we'll give some promos such that people will be um, attracted to provide help. Like, okay, if you provide so and so amount, we're going to give you an extra 10% on your GH, you know, and probably if some measures have been put in place such that when people provide help, they cannot get everything at a particular time. Maybe they can only GH a particular percentage at a point in time, depending on the amount they provide. Now, this would make people to provide help so that they can get from the system. So the SWOT analysis is good because it helps you to plan. It helps you to know whether the community is healthy. And if it's not healthy, it means that the weaknesses and the threats are more than the strengths and the opportunities. So you'll be able to work with your colleagues to ensure that everything is balanced, that the weaknesses are reduced to the barest minimum, and the threats, the effect of the threats on the community are also reduced to the barest minimum, while the strengths are increased and the opportunities as well. And another thing is this, when people have started to lose faith in the community, just like you have in tax 5 and tax 6, when guiders now want to get money from their downlines to help them provide help, to help them get help, and maybe something happens in the system, some of these downlines may take up their guidance, get them arrested because they may think that the guiders are trying to play a smart one on them. Hence, it's good guiders don't interfere with their downlines PO. Let the downlines make their PH requests. Let them pay the money. Let them upload. When it's time for them to GH, let them do it themselves. That's why it's good for guiders to always organize trainings for their downlines in their structures and also for new participants in the community. Okay, and that's all. So I'll say congratulations to the three of you who made it to your presentation. So tomorrow happens to be day 7 in the school. Now I'm going to send my email address to, I'll share it with you in your chat room. So whoever has the full document, patients could do that. You send the documents to my email address. Now, while all of you will submit the same document, that is the three of you, you submit the same document such that when I click on the link under your D7 task, the first task, the work I'm going to see for under Emmanuel's submission will be the same with that under Joseph's submission and the same under patient's submission. So that's also congratulations to you once again. It was nice having you as my students. I'm going to check your other tags. If you have tags that are yet to be approved, please go check for my comments and make the necessary corrections. So once again, congratulations to you all. You have to represent the community positively. You have to be good guidance in the community. You have to make a positive impact on your downlines and on other members in the community. So thank you once again and have a good night rest.